Well, it might end up being one of the most controversial proposals on Utah's Capitol Hill this entire session.
It's called the Joint Resolution of Human Rights. Some call it the Personhood Bill. You can just call it controversial.
That's right. Chris Jones live with more on this tonight. Chris, a freshman senator proposed this bill, right?
Yeah, that's right. Senator Aaron Osmond has essentially drawn a headline on the top of a piece of paper, but he has not filled that paper in yet. He says he wants to hear from constituents, and he also wants to do his own research, but some of his critics say this looks like the senator at this point has writer's block. This is a hornet's nest, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And you're about to open it.
Well, I think that it's already open, Chris.
Opened in the form of a personhood bill that Senator Aaron Osmond is thinking about drafting.
My commitment was go out, find out, research, understand the issue in a more meaningful way, and then formulate whether or not it makes sense to do some kind of a law around it.
The bill would legally define in Utah when life begins. The move could potentially have a dramatic effect on abortion and conception laws in our state, but he hasn't written it yet. He says he wants to hear from his constituents first.
This is not something that I'm going to spend a lot of time on. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look into this. We're going to initiate the dialogue.
If Senator Osmond believes this, then he ought to propose a bill and put it through the system.
Some Utah Democrats say the senator ought to spend a lot of time on it because he is about to start a firestorm of controversy. Jim DeBackus says Osmond should stop considering writing a bill and just write it.
This kind of we'll try it, we'll trial balloon it, simply is a lack of political courage and a lack of political will.
I am diving into this issue in a significant way. I'm excited about the opportunity to begin the dialogue. I think that the research could go on for many weeks. It may even get to the point where I make the decision, you know what, based on the feedback that I've received, it's time to pull back.
So a bill could come or maybe not. But Senator Osmond is just trying to decide if he's ready to commit pen to paper.
In your mind, when does personhood life begin?
I honestly am trying to formulate that opinion.
So the senator is in the process of formulating a lot of opinions, of course, the first one being whether or not he even wants to write this bill. He's not even certain if he wants it to be an amendment. He's not sure if he wants it to be a bill at this point. These are all things that he says he is going to determine after talking to constituents and doing some research. But at this point, this idea of personhood, a personhood bill, seems to be sort of stuck in the gates. Back to you.
All right, Chris, thanks.